Hi everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, compared to whenever you watch this. Okay, so um, I left out one witness from yesterday because there was only two witnesses on the stand all day. I already talked about Connor Keith, so the other witness was just Jessica Hyde, Hyde. So she's another digital forensics expert, and she explained that you need knowledge and another person to be able to delete cell phone data, because there was a lot of talk about if Jim McCabe had deleted the text message from or the search from 2:30 in the morning to make it appear that the first time she searched was 6:20 something in the morning, um, which would align with they had just found the body at or John O'Keefe in the snow at 6, like right after 6, and so if there's proof that there was another search 4 hours earlier, then that might implicate her in the crime. You understand? And also exonerate Karen Reed. So, um, so that was her role, and it took forever and a day. Oh man. So yeah, that's why I didn't include her because the video would have been really short. I mean, I would have included maybe some details, but not that much because it was all, um, you know, cell phone extraction language. Okay. So then today hasn't been much better. There's been one witness on the stand so far, and apparently he's a key witness because he was included in the first trial also. Um, yeah, but the difference is now he's trying to make up evidence that was not there in the first trial, and also um, there's been huge talk of this one shoe. John O'Keefe was found with one shoe. Okay. So there's been a talk about the appearance of the shoe. And there's not controversy, but there's talking about, well, it doesn't really fit what they said. So I don't know. I don't know. It just seems like they're making up the story as they go along and not following the evidence like they should have. So I kind of feel like a broken record a little bit, but that's how I really feel about it because it's just not adding up any other way. Um. Oh, and then another thing that I find interesting is, and I talked about this before, so it'll come back to what I said before. Um, Michael Proctor was a lead investigator in the first trial. Okay, he was let go from the force because of his total ineptness on the first trial due to exclusively the first trial. So now they are trying to distance everybody from him. And they don't even call him Trooper anymore. They Michael Proctor. So subtly and not so subtly, they're trying to say that he's no longer a trooper, and they're also trying to distance themselves. So it's like a double whammy, you know. I find that interesting. So um, yeah, I don't know. I was kind of looking forward to his testimony, but now that I've seen it, well, most of it, I'm not impressed because there's another phrase that a lot of lawyers use, and they say that if you have the facts on your side, you pound on the facts. If you have the law on your side, you pound on the tape, the If you have the facts on your side, you pound on the facts. If you have the law on your side, you pound on the law. If you don't have anything on your side, you pound on the table. They're not really pounding on the table, but they're totally veering away from factual testimony. They're trying to appeal to emotion, which is interesting. I've never actually seen it before in any other trial, but now that I'm seeing it, it's like, wow. Because he went into a huge, it felt like a dissertation of his whole background and where he came from and all this other stuff. And it's like totally irrelevant to the case, but yet they put it in. So then my brain goes into why did they put that in? And then that's the conclusion I came up with. Because it's the most logical conclusion. So, yeah. And like I said, they're on their morning break, so I have about 20, 30 minutes. I don't know. Sometimes it varies. Yesterday it was 30 minutes, usually it's 20, so um yeah. So I can't wait. Here's what I can't wait for. I can't wait for the cross. And not only because of the defense, I want to see who they decide to use on the defense for the cross. If it's going to be either Alan Jackson or Yannetti or Alessi or whatever. But it all depends on what they want to get out of him. Obviously, they're trying to get the truth out of him. But how hard is that going to be? And no idea. Of course, I would say he's not going to totally fess up and go, oh, yeah, I'm lying. But I just wonder what it's going to take to get some bit of the truth out of him. But then that's the next piece of this weird puzzle we got going here. All right. Bye everybody.